Hey, Michael here. We're going to run a Pareto chart on our shirt defects by count of defects. And so we shall start with our Pareto file. It's pareto.mtw, and the MTW is a Minitab extension. We're going to go to Stats, Quality Tools, Pareto chart, Defects or attribute data in. We want to select defect, so this is correctly selected already. Frequencies in, we want to do this by count, and so we will select count for frequencies in. Everything else we can leave the same, and we will say OK. We now have a Pareto chart output, and you can see that missing buttons is the largest bar in the Pareto, followed by stitching errors, and the top two bars represent nearly 70% of the problem. So not quite the 80-20 Pareto principle, but close. Now we want to take a look at, because the question or challenge exercise posed to us the possibility of also considering the count and cost of defects. So not just the count. So we've got defects, missing buttons might be happening often, but they're easy to fix or less costly to fix, versus something like stitching errors where you may have a whole shirt problem to fix if you've got stitching errors. So let's take a look at the Pareto by count cost. So we go back to Stat, Quality Tools, Pareto chart. Still defects in the defects or attribute data in, but this time we're going to, for frequencies, change to count cost. Hit select there, and now we will get a Pareto chart by the count cost of our defects and see what that tells us, if it tells us anything different. Alright, so now we have this first one on our left, second one on our right. The tallest bar in the Pareto is stitching errors, and the second would be hemming errors, missing buttons, all the way down at the bottom. So if collectively you wanted to look at this and say which approach should we take, or which problem should we attack first in a solution, if you wanted to address customer satisfaction and the internal costs of the company, probably your most significant impact project would be going after improving stitching errors, because it's number one on the count cost, and it's number two on the count. If you just wanted to go after, the biggest error bucket, it would be missing buttons. But that is Pareto chart, how to use it, and the advantages of it. So thank you.